All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha, Kodash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four quarters of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And, I'm just going to cross the street real quick because that guy over there is smoking. And I don't play around when it comes to secondhand smoke. I mean, as you may know, smoking is a sin that could be, you could be punished for that, okay? Because when you smoke, you're defiling your temple, okay? So, I always do my best to stay away from people that smoke because secondhand smoke can be harmful to your body, to your temple. But nonetheless, that's not what I want to talk about in this video today. Today, I want this lesson to be about. I pray it's edifying. I want this lesson to be about how the elect are not going to be ashamed in the gospel of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. The elect are not going to be ashamed in the gospel of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Now, there were many guys before in the past who got offended.
Oh, okay.
How's it going?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
There's many guys before in the past who got offended at the grape doctrine. How's it going, boss man? There's a lot of guys before in the past, who got offended, because we basically teach that, back in an ancient world, okay, men would R-A-P-E-D women, and basically, depending on the situation, would determine if the man was punished or if he had to pay a dowry, And as you may know, I'm referring to Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, okay? Now, if the woman was espoused, if she was betrothed, if she had a man, right, and the guy basically raped her, basically, the punishment was that he will be put to death. But now, if the woman screamed for help, but nobody came to help her, basically her life was spared. Because, she yelled for help, but there was nobody around to help her, But now, if she was with it, getting raped despite the fact knowing that she had a man, she was put to death too. Now, if she was not betrothed, okay, if she did not have a man, if she was single, in other words, and basically she got R-A-P-E-D, then the penalty on the guy's behalf would that he would have to give to her father, I believe it's 50 shekels of silver. And basically, he couldn't put her away all the days of his life, And furthermore, we go into this all the time. The word rape does not, when the Bible speaks about rape, it does not entail what the Western version of rape is. Because, see, here in America, they teach you that rape is when a man takes a woman, beat her ass, give her a black eye, take off her left shoe, take off her panties and then have his way with her. No, okay? According to the Bible, that's not what rape is, okay? The word rape means to grab or seize. That's just like when the police put you in handcuffs. You got raped by the police. You got seized by the police. When you're getting put in handcuffs and you're being put in the back of a police car to be taken off to jail, you got seized. You got grabbed up by the police and taken off to jail. So the word rape ultimately means to seize, to grab, okay? In the book of Joshua, the men of the tribe of Benjamin, right, who was left few in number after their skirmish, their war against Israel, right? They was told to what? To grab the daughters of Shiloh and to bring them back to the land of Israel, to the land of Benjamin. So in a sense, you could say that those Benjamites seized those women. Okay, the situation with what is her name is Tamar. Okay, and Tamar and I believe his name is Amnon, who was one of King David's sons, right? Basically, Amnon basically grabbed Tamar, he seized her, and had his way with her. So Tamar literally got raped by her own brother. She got seized, grabbed up by her own brother, and he basically had his way with her. Okay, now we also teach that a male and a female becomes an adult when they're able to have children. Okay, as soon as a male is able to bust off, you know, the moment he's able to bust off, he becomes a man. Which usually that happens around the age of 12, okay? That happens around the age of 13, okay? A female, after she have her period, she becomes a woman, okay? Because the Bible speaks about when she had passed the flower of her age, okay? If she needs be, let her marry, she have not sinned. And what do the Bible mean by when she passed the flower of her age? That's talking about when she have her period. And a female normally has her period around 12 or 13 years old, okay? Even back in my younger days, right? I remember when I was 13 years old going to school, right? My teachers used to always refer to me as young man. Now, why the fuck would they call a 13-year-old a young man? Is there something that Esau knows that the average Christian don't know? How are you 13 years old, but your teachers, who are grown as adults, refer to you as young man? Okay? When I was 15 years old, I was always referred to as young man, you know? The coach at my gym, you know, he'll blow the whistle, you know, hey, young man, come here, okay? So I was first referred to as a man at the age of 13. Okay, I was called a young man. And according to the Bible, that's true. Because you become a man usually around the age of 12 or 13. Okay, at the age of 13, they call you a teenager. Well, another name for a teenager is a young adult. That's what a teenager is. But they won't tell you that now, you know. And we can't forget about Newspeak. Okay? Now, for those who don't know what Newspeak, when you look it up at google.com, Newspeak is basically when they add or change the definition of particular words. Okay? Because you see, when the English language was being created here in America, right? Esau was basically adding and changing the definition of certain words. Because back in the 1600s, the word rape had a totally different meaning to it. It had nothing to do with beating somebody, you know, to a bloody pulp and then having their way with them. Okay. Okay. Rape back then simply meant to seize or to grab. Okay. To force oneself upon. And again, that's just like when the police, you know, some people might refuse to put their hands behind the back because they don't want to get arrested. Well, guess what? The police will literally have to force themselves upon the suspect by grabbing their arms, putting their arms behind their back and putting them in handcuffs. There's rape. There's your definition of rape right there. You've been seized. Okay. But again, when Newspeak was invented, right? Esau basically changed the definition of rape. You know, now he made rape out to be something sexual. You know, something sexual. You sexually forcing yourself on a woman. That's not what rape is. Okay. But again, because of Newspeak, people's perception and understanding of rape was changed. And there's many different type of words that Esau don't change the definition of. Like the word nice. You know, Esau basically changed the definition of the word nice. You know, he said nice is you know, being very sweet to people, being kind-hearted to people. Nah, nice has nothing to do with that. Okay, when you look up the word nice, it literally means to be foolish. It means foolishness, right? Or the word try. The word try means to fail. But Esau said that the word try means when you go and make an effort. So you see, through Newspeak, the definition of a lot of words were changed. That's why we have the etymology online dictionary, which the word etym means truth of words. And then you got the word ology, which when you add ology at the end of a word, it means you're studying in that particular subject. So etymology literally means the study of the truth of words. Okay, you go to the etymdictionary.com, it gives you a more clearer definition of what particular words mean. But again, you know, a lot of guys who wake up to this truth, they're going to get offended at the gospel. Okay, they're going to get offended at the gospel because of particular talking or teaching points, and they're going to fall out. Oh, no, man, I don't want people to think that you know, I'm a pedo or a rapist or blah blah blah. Look, they call Yahawashi, the master of their house, Beelzebub, 2,000 years ago. Did not Yahawashi warn us of these things? How much more shall they call they of his own household? Okay? Okay, they call Yahawashi Beelzebub. You know? You don't think they're going to call you inappropriate things in this truth? That's not true? Okay? So you see, the elect are not going to get offended. The elect are not going to fall out the truth because of people's perception or how they look at them in the world. Okay? The scriptures say, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. The Bible tells you that. You're not supposed to fear the imaginations of how these people think of you. So what if they think you're a rapist? So what if they think that you're a pedo? We know it ain't true. And what proof do they have that we're actually doing those things? Wouldn't we not be locked up in jail for doing those type of things? Okay, here it is. Pedos get caught and grapists get caught and busted every fucking day, and they ass get persecuted and locked up. Shouldn't we be in jail too? But anyways, again, people are going to. The point is that there's going to be false Israelite groups out there. There's going to be guys amongst these different false Israelite groups out there. They're going to say things about us falsely that are not true. Okay? But guess what? As prophets and servants of the Lord, we're supposed to continue preaching the gospel, teaching, not caving in, not bowing the knee. We're not supposed to get weak over some fucking words. The time is drawing near where Esau's going to have us on the news. Okay? He's going to take particular talking points in our videos. Okay? He's going to bend, twist, try to chop up the videos to make us look crazy, look bugged out to the world. They're going to have it on the news, man. Do you know how many people watch the news? Do you know how many simpletons out there believe what the news tell them? So if you can't handle some small slander, like being called a pedo or a rapist, then you ain't gonna have a chance when Esau put us on the news to humiliate us. Did not Yahushua go through humiliation? One moment. So, as I was saying earlier, our persecution is going to, we're living in a time where, we're going to be demonized. Okay? People's going to say all manner of evil about us falsely. Like Yahushua said, blessed are ye when men shall revile you. Okay? When you look up the word revile, it literally means to say ill-mannered things about somebody. But what did Yahushua say? Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and shall persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for his name's sake. Okay? Yahushua said you're blessed. If guys are saying all manner of evil about you falsely because you're teaching the 100% correct doctrine, Yahushua said you're blessed. So again, you got guys getting weak, all bent out of shape because, there's all kind of slander coming their way. But Yahushua, he warned us of guys who will get offended in the gospel. But what did Yahushua say? Blessed are they which are not offended in Yahushua. But Yahushua even said it best. He said, he basically said that, he basically said that, he spoke about the seeds that fell by the wayside, and some of the seeds that fell onto stony grounds. But because of the truth, by and by he is offended. For when trial and tribulation occur, by and by he is offended. Okay, but what did Paul say in the book of 2 Thessalonians, the 1st chapter and the 7th verse? He said, and to you that are troubled, rest with us. We're going to be troubled by slander and false accusations. And again, I'm not saying I'm of the elect. I hope I'm of the elect. Okay? I hope I'm of the elect. you know, because we know that the elect is going to endure until the end. The elect is not going to get weak and fall out the truth because of some false accusations or slanders, you know. Hey, we're getting ready to be called far worse things than pedos and rapists, you know. They about to make us look like complete lunatics, you know. This guy said, you know, America's gonna be destroyed and blah blah blah, you know, and you know who the world calls Jesus is coming back in the UFO, and you know, man is gonna be getting big. You know, they're gonna make us out to look like a complete circus job. But so what if Esau Edom does that? Who cares? Okay, Yahushai, he was mocked, he was humiliated. Okay, he was beaten, spat upon, kicked, smacked, mocked. But hey, guess what? If we're of the elect, the joke is going to be on these false Israelite groups. The joke is going to be on Esau Edom, who sought to assassinate our character and what we believe in. The joke's going to be on him. Because, hey, if we're of the elect, we're going to receive spiritual power. And then people is going to have a totally different view and opinion of us and of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say anything at that point. What you gonna say to an Israelite man that's flying through the sky and shit, looking down at you and your despicable, wicked way of living? What you gonna say to a guy like that? You know, there's a no-fly zone. You can't fly over there. Hey man, that Israelite brother of the elect will probably fly down there and beat your ass. Take your ass up 15 feet and slam you head first into the fucking ground. You know, you see, we believe in spiritual power, you know. And that's another thing that Esau's going to try to use against us. Yeah, these guys say they believe that they're going to be flying one day and disappearing and teleporting. Well, we believe that through faith. You know? And the Bible speaks about faith, okay? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay? We've seen people rocket launching themselves up in the sky, skydiving out of airplanes with parachutes. Okay? We've seen people fall to their deaths. So yeah, you know, it's hard to believe for the average Joe that men who are Israelites are going to be flying through the sky one day and teleporting and disappearing and turning invisible. But that's just the average Joe. The scriptures speak about the effeminate. Okay, 2/3 of our people ain't got no faith. Because furthermore, when you look up the word effeminate literally goes back to the Latin word femina, which means minus faith. Okay? And if you're an Israelite man and you're effeminate, you ain't gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven. In other words, you ain't getting beamed up in what the world calls UFO. Okay? You're gonna be left here to burn in nuclear warfare. Okay? You're gonna be left here to burn in the nuclear warheads when they come from these different countries. You see? I mean, mean, you still got people on this planet who don't even believe in what the world calls UFOs. You know? And there's infallible proof all over YouTube that there's videos of so-called UFOs sightings, not just in America, but in many different countries: Europe, Australia, China, Japan, okay, Antarctica, Ukraine, Russia, Germany, Turkey, India. There's so-called UFO sightings everywhere. But again, it takes faith to believe that, you know, that when this nuclear war goes down, that Yahweh Shai is coming back in what the world calls UFOs. Okay? Because it even tells you that in the book of Acts, the first chapter. Okay, this same Yahweh Shai, which have left, shall return in like manner. And we get a good glimpse of that in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. Tells you that Yahweh Shai, his so-called UFO is going to be so huge that you're not going to be able to see the beginning or the end of it. Okay, it's going to look like he's traveling on a giant mountain. Okay, and we know how big mountains are. You got mountains that can go over 30,000 feet below the ocean. Mountains that can literally pierce the clouds. Okay, we're talking about mountains that are over 100,000 feet long. Okay, could you imagine how big mountains were before the flood? But now, sometimes we see only half the mountain because of the oceans. But below the oceans, you know, there's underwater caves, you see. So Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, he's coming back in what the world calls a UFO. Like it tells you in 2nd Esdras 13, you know. And the proof that it's talking about a so-called UFO, what the Bible calls a chariot, all you have to do is read Psalms 104, verse 2 to 3. It tells you who maketh the clouds his chariot. Okay? And the indication of that is when you go to Acts, the first chapter, it tells you that a cloud received Yahweh Shai out of their sight. Okay, so Yahweh Shai was basically getting beamed up in what the world calls a UFO. So when you read the book of Psalms 104, it tells you who maketh the clouds his chariot. Okay, and that word chariot literally means a traveling vehicle when you look it up. Okay? When you look up the word chariot, it literally means a traveling vehicle. The angels, which are dark brown-skinned men with woolly hair, they travel around in what the world calls UFOs. Okay? So when Yahweh Shai come back, he's coming back in a chariot, which is also known as the chariots of Israel. And of course, when Yahweh Shai returns, people is going to think it's an alien invasion. But that's because Esau has been, you know, indoctrinating people into believing that, you know, butt naked, skinny gray aliens that are 6 feet tall, bald-headed with big buggy eyes and no nose is driving around in those so-called UFOs. And that's simply not true, okay? The Bible tells you that so-called black men are traveling around in those UFOs. Black men with woolly hair. Okay? They're traveling in what the world calls UFOs. Okay? So Yahweh Shai, when he returns, he's coming back in what the world calls a UFO. The same way he left the earth is the same way he's going to return, like it tells you in Acts, the first chapter. So it's going to take faith to believe that when this nuclear war happens, Yahweh Shai is going to be present, like it tells you in Revelation, the 14th chapter. Okay, those who have received the MOTB, which is the RFID CHIP. Okay, they're going to be burning in that lake of nuclear fire while the Messiah is present. Okay? So Yahweh Shai is going to be present while America is being turned into a lake of fire. Okay, so, all you guys, you're getting weak. You're questioning if Yahweh Shai will ever return. What you really need to do is pray for more faith. Pray to the Lord to give you more faith, patience, and endurance. Because whenever I send up prayers to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, I'm always asking for more patience, more faith, more endurance and fear toward Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because endurance is going to lead to you, enduring whatever you're going through in this truth. Okay? It's going to lead to that. It's going to lead to you not bowing the knee. It's going to lead to you suffering. So, I pray and hope that this video was edifying to you sincere brothers of the hopeful elect and you few sisters out there through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom is on to the next one.